strategies that you guys have used over the last several years to kind of keep up with the increases, keep the business healthy, support the teams? What have you thought about in terms of like total compensation for employees and taking care of everybody in the restaurant?
Patrick, I'm so glad you brought up like things that didn't work, because I think, we can all learn a lot from those, those trial and error. And I think we all do that. We also tried a model that did not work for us, just to kind of in full transparency. We tried the model of adding a service charge and put that out there, and it backfired on us as well. And it was a reasonable service charge. I think it was about 3%, and the customers hated it. Our guests, really came in and they felt like we were, they were nickel and diming them or charging them for something that they didn't have to pay for, and they really rebuffed it. So we pulled it out, and they have preferred just to tip directly to our team members and really make that guest interaction. We don't have that anymore. While we felt like putting the service charge there was actually a way of taking care of some of those increases. And Steve, that was to your question, like what did we do to kind of deal with some of these increases? We felt that was a way that we could recoup some costs. The guests really preferred increased line items, to be honest. They don't really, if we raise $1 here and there for our food costs and for the items, they can understand that, because I think they're seeing that in their own lives. They're seeing that in the grocery stores. They're seeing the added costs, everywhere. They can appreciate that. But when we added that service charge, they felt like, well, what the heck? I have insurance to pay for too, or I have other things. Like, why do I have to do that? So we've gone away from that. The things that have been successful for us are really looking at staffing pars, looking at being diligent about times in and out. Patrick, we don't have to post the same way you do right now, because we're under the threshold for the city of Chicago and those kind of things. But we do see, a little creep here and there of people coming in, maybe half an hour early or staying a half an hour late. And, you just have to be diligent operators and really make sure you are, being transparent about what hours you're expecting people to work, when you're expecting them to leave, and to provide that great guest service that we all like to do.
Great.